Baby.
Alright, let me reload this page.
You know you're talking right now, live, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Ain't nobody, I'm sure ain't nobody listening right now.
Nobody listening right now.
Yep, okay, it shows live. So I'm gonna copy and paste this to the Facebook page, and then people can listen in.
You know it?
That way.
Cause people just want a link.
Yep.
And once we know people got people linking in, man, you gotta put on. Nah, man, be raw, man. Like I want this to be the realest, man. I want this to be the realest, man. I want the realest podcast being done, dog. How about that? Wish we had a whole bunch of people on teams. That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
I can share this, right? Can I share Teams?
Yeah.
Because I'll put it in the comments too.
Mm-hmm.
More actions.
So get people riled up. You know you got it.
Oh, share. Here we go. Oh, no, that's sharing my screen. But I don't know how to share this.
See, that's what I got you for. You smart, man. I ain't smart.
Calls.
See, I'm lit in this motherfucker.
Oh. I'm not seeing how I can actually share it. I'll figure it out when I get back. I'll take you on that post, so I'm gonna go use the restroom, make a drink, and then I'll see if I can figure out how to share it.
What? Share it to Facebook? You can't share it to Facebook?
No, I got the Facebook share. I'm saying share the Teams.
Oh, well, don't worry about teams.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'll see if I can do it when we start talking. So, 3 minutes. I'll be right back.
All right. Commercial break. You know it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
you doing, brother?
Hey, man. Another week. I can't believe it's been another week already. I'm doing good.
Yeah, I'm doing good too. I can't complain, man. You know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's all good.
What's been new, man?
Nothing, man. Just trying to figure out new projects that I can do and try to better myself as a person, try to better my wealth, try to be a better, father, be a better, husband. Like I've been this time I've been having off. I never really had time. It been kind of like tit for tat, kind of like piecing stuff together. But now I got time to actually to build the bridges that the things that I've been putting on my tack board. Now I can be like, okay, now I can start executing and start acting out plans. That's what I've been doing in my time, and and collecting checks too. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't hurt, not hurt. You know what I'm saying? Even if and it's just God. You know what I'm saying? Even if I didn't get a check, I'll still be all right. I'll still be good. You know what I'm saying? Because I set myself up. I set myself up for the future, but you can use your past. Sometimes you can set up for the future, but the past come in. But you got money because you set up for the future, so you always got money. Like the whole point is always have money for anything. You know what I mean? 'Cause at the end of the day, if you can pull out, if anything happening in the world, anything crazy that would happen in the world, if you could pull out $10,000, you'll be all right for at least for you know what I mean. You'll be able to make it. Even if you had to buy passports or whatever it may be, or to buy tickets to get out the country, you'll be able to do it just that fast if you got it like that. At least, if anything happened, you should be able to pull at least that much out.
Yeah,
I think.
Well, I it's been I guess there's like a rule of thumb that, people say you should have like 6 times what your monthly, rent, like how much you spend a month times 6, in case something like this happens. And speaking of something like this, that's the topic for tonight, is this pandemic. I'm sure, people maybe who've been listening in may have questioned why we didn't start with that topic.
Right.
Let's start by saying this. We're going to talk about this hopefully in a little bit of a lighter manner, not so much all the devastating things that are going on in the world. And I also want to start by saying, there's not enough thanks in the world for the men and women who are in the front lines, in the hospitals, working, trying to keep everybody safe. So,
you have no idea how much I
I want
appreciate
to
you.
thank those men and women who are out
Jesus.
there, even police officers and firefighters, first responders in general, man.
Absolutely, because I'm a real man. I tell you the truth. I'm not built that way. I couldn't do it. So I always salute the people. That's something that I absolutely cannot do. And I'm telling you, I'm not built that way. And I'm not a scary dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a scary dude at all. And I got courage, but I don't have that type of courage, because I believe it's different type of courages.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? But I don't have that. I don't have that courage. Because I'm too much of a kind of like a germaphobe. And you know what I'm saying? And like stuff like that kind of like terrify me. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, there's definitely
demons, man. I want to, man. Like them people go in there every day fight demons. Like really, like fighting like what the devil did. You know what I'm saying? Like every day, like them real soldiers right there. Like and
absolutely.
I mean, you know what? Like pay. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why am I getting paid? Why am I at home? Why am I at home getting paid more than them? And they out there fighting. They fighting for me.
Absolutely.
Why they not? You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
Like they should get paid like an extra like $1,000 a month. You know what I mean? Just cause. Or whatever the case may be, I don't care. It should be more than that. I'm not capping it, and I'm just making a point. I'm just throwing a number out there just to make a point. Like no, like they should get like, I don't care if it says good job, good job pay, a thank you pay, gratitude. You know what? Gratitude.
Absolutely.
They should get gratitude pay every week, 2 weeks, whatever how they get it.
Yeah. Well, I thought we would talk about this today just because, kind of a weird thing happened. Well, not a weird thing, but I had probably my first close human interaction today in probably, a month.
Damn.
5 weeks. And that was, I had my barber come to my house and give me a haircut today. And he and I just started talking about it. Like, he's a young guy. He's maybe 23 or something like that, 24. And the conversation was good, and that's why I thought we should talk a little bit about this. It's just like there's like a certain level of this that put it to you this way. I never thought in my life I would see something like this.
Right.
And that's crazy to think about, that this is happening the way it is. It's crazy to think about the economic crash we're going through, and there's so many factors. I mean, there's just so many factors that
not getting paid right now.
Yeah, I mean that affects so many people and on so many different levels, right?
It affects everybody on the same level right now. Everybody on the same level.
Right.
Rich or poor.
Unless you're the rich or famous.
I mean, it's rich or famous. But you know what I'm saying? But the people that, we used to walk around sticking our nose up to, shit, we eye to eye.
Absolutely.
Think that through.
So, this whole thing has just been very interesting.
Why you think it's happening? Like, what's up? Like, what is your thoughts? Why do you think this is happening? Why? Because I know you thought about it. You had to. You're human.
Yeah. Let me start with this. I want to say specifically in the United States. First off, there's rumors, and I guess of how it started. Right? There's a rumor that some guy in a lab created it and he let it go. There's rumors that this thing started from eating bats. I personally don't know what to believe. There might be an answer about it. I stopped watching the news because I stopped watching the news. Fucking 3 weeks ago because I was just tired about hearing the negative things about it, right? So I don't know if there's an actual starter, right? Like whatever started it. But those are the two rumors that I know about. Or that have been broadcasted, all that kind of stuff. Here in the United States, I firmly believe that it has been here longer than we know. I think that it's very probable that it came from Asia. Somebody got on a plane and came, a United States citizen went to China and got it there and came home, bringing it from there, right?
Right.
I think that it has been here longer than we know.
Right. Okay.
And I say longer than we know, like maybe like November of last year. Like I have. Well, I'm on Twitter. I'm a big person on Twitter. Oh, I said I'm nobody on Twitter, but I like.
There you go.
I like to look at Twitter.
I look at Twitter every single moment.
Yeah, dude, Twitter. I love Twitter. But anyways, a lot of people. Well, not a lot of people. I've had some people that I follow on Twitter.
Sure.
State that they had these symptoms of COVID-19 like back in November.
Somebody told me that yesterday.
Yeah, and I talked to a friend of mine who lives in New York. I talked to him today. He's healthy. He's fine.
Nice.
And he's, a real fit guy. He even said, he was like, man, I was out of work for like 4 days the beginning of December of last year with these symptoms. And I've seen somebody on Twitter, somebody that I follow, lives in LA and was like, yeah, I had these symptoms back in, October or whatever. And, like even almost dating back to like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And, it's like, so that's, I really am starting to believe that this has been here a lot longer. In the United States, it's been here a lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
We think,
Yeah, we think.
There's nothing wrong with that, but
Nothing wrong with it.
it's not, you can't prevent it right now anyway. So even if we knew back in November, maybe what we're all going through,
why you think?
What we're going through is, it would have happened in November had we known, what was going on. I don't know.
Why you think we're not prepared?
Why do you think we're not prepared? Well, in a how do you say it?
No, say it how you say it.
No. I mean, like in a normal citizen standard, right? Like us, just citizens of the United States, who peons.
Touche.
The reason why we aren't prepared for it, strictly in my opinion, is just the fact that we've never experienced anything like this before, right?
Yes,
I mean, back
we have.
There was the flu, like back in whatever.
Spanish flu, malaria.
I mean, yeah, stuff like that. But I mean, I also believe that the reason why it's happening is because nobody knows how, like, there's no cure. Nobody knows how to fix it.
Right.
Like, imagine this. Here's a good standpoint behind it, right? Imagine if there was a vaccine or a cure. Do you think we would still be staying at home in our houses? Do you think we'd still be working even if there was a cure? Like, oh, okay, let's say everything's normal and there's a cure for it and you get it. Are you just going to work, or would you work, or do you think companies or the government would allow you to work? And if you get it, just go to the hospital and get the cure. Just go get the shot that cures it. I don't know. Even if there is a cure, do you think that we would still be staying at home?
No.
That's kind of what I think too.
Hell no, because they're treated just like the flu.
At that point, it's like the flu.
They're treated like the flu.
Right.
So, and then what?
Flu shot, and it can,
Yeah, boom. You good. Right.
But, yeah, man, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. What I would definitely, try to keep this light-mannered.
Now, you good, man.
I want...
Go light, go hard, go middle, go south, go whatever.
I am by no means a professional in this whole field by any means, but what I would like to take this time to do is to encourage the viewers to, look at good, respectable sources from the news.
Like what? Like educate people. Like what? I don't know what to look at.
And again, this is in no order by any means. It's just things that come off my head. If you're going to look at news, look at CNN, look at Fox News, look at CNBC, look at New York Times.
Yeah.
Look at your major Dallas Morning News.
Washington Post.
Credible resources. I mean, even local news. Here in Dallas, you're listening in from other states. Fox 4, whatever it is, local credible news is, in my opinion,
one of your best weapons.
Your best weapons. The things you see on Facebook, and it's just sad in how things can get so skewed because
somebody dead bored.
Anybody can go write an article and post it on any website they want and post it to Facebook, and within a day it can get hundreds of millions of views, and it's like
that's not how it is.
That's not how it is, right? So, again, I'm not a professional in this, but
you got a voice though. You got a mind. You got a heart. So you got thoughts.
I think everybody. I think people are starting to realize that again.
You think so? I don't think so.
I think some people.
Hell
I think
no.
it's small population, but I think there's a small population like myself.
Well, like 2 people in the
Just
world?
stop. Huh?
Like 2 people in the world probably think like that. Man, everybody messed up, man.
No, I mean, like, I think there's a small population of people that are like me at this point throughout this whole pandemic. Is, you know, they stop listening to the news. They stop
Yeah, me too.
listening to, even if it is credible sources. You know, I think people are becoming or learning for themselves how they can live with or without things.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that some of that is the news, right?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, what I care about is from what I care about, all I care about learning from the news at this point is when it's safe for me to go back out and live a normal life again.
Right.
When the stay-at-home orders are lifted,
Mm-hmm.
and when they are lifted, if there's regulations, you know, if we still have to practice social distancing or whatever, that's all I care about learning at this point.
Right.
From the news. Like, I don't want to tune in every day to hear the death toll. I don't want to tune in every day to, you know, just continue to, like, hammer the nail into the wood about the same bullshit
Yeah.
every day.
Where's the light at the end of the tunnel type of
Right.
shit, yeah.
We get it. We're in a pandemic. Stay at home. You know, don't touch people. Stay 6 feet. It's like there's only so many times you can say that kind of stuff before viewers
So I go
and
crazy.
listeners are gonna stop and not listen anymore. You know,
Right.
so like I'm already at that point personally. It doesn't mean I don't take it seriously. I do
Sure.
I'm staying home unless I have to go to the grocery store.
You're right.
But
I'm not gonna let it run. I'm not gonna let it run my life. Some people is letting people. Some people are letting it run their life, and that is the biggest mistake that you can, because you're not letting everything else be free. You're not letting your mind be free. You're not letting your heart be free, and you cannot do that. You have to stand on principles. You have to stand on morals, and you have to stand on whatever faith that you believe in. Whatever's your God. Believe in that. Do not believe in this COVID-19, because when you submitting to everything what the news is saying, you are submitting to a virus that you can't even see, you can't touch,
right.
you can't feel.
Right.
You know, it's coming for you. You know what I'm saying? But you always on the defense, because to win the game you gotta play offense and defense, and you're playing your offense, and you have an open mind and still living your life a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
With restrictions, basically, you just have to adjust living your life with restrictions. If you can do that, you'll make it through this crisis, through this pandemic.
Oh yeah, man.
That's all I'm saying. I'm saying more of what you're saying. That's all I'm saying with that. Listen, people.
You know, you and I talked offline for a little bit prior to going live tonight, but I mean, you said it best yourself. Like, people can really take this time, as you are, to become I say self-reflect on many different
Sure.
levels and on many different things, right?
Absolutely.
You can really make this negative and this time into a positive.
Positive.
You know, for yourself and for your family and for your health, all those types of things. You know, your education. You know, there's many of things that can come out positively for of this time, as long as people do that. You
Mm-hmm.
know? I encourage it, absolutely.
I appreciate you.
If you can build something or make something or
Right.
you know, do whatever you need to do to, I guess I want to say keep yourself busy, but
Right.
you know, to keep
'Cause
your mind off of things.
Exactly.
the negative
'Cause-
things.
'cause-
That's a way to think about it.
Because if I want to, because my way of want to be busy during this pandemic is building on is investing in myself. See, I think the best person, I think the best thing a person can do, one of the best things a person can do through this pandemic, is invest in themselves. Now, even if it's just like working on your credit, that's investing into yourself. How not working on your credit, investing in yourself? Because when you work on your credit, you can walk in anywhere and get anything without paying a dime. Because you know what? Because you invest in yourself. That credit is the best weapon.
Yeah.
It's one of the best weapons a human being can have in the world. And you know what? A credit score is colorblind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't give a damn. You walk in, they type in your name, they treat you the same. See what I'm saying? That was one thing I would tell people to do. The second, build with your family. If you got that brother, if you got that sister that y'all ain't never see eye to eye, y'all can talk on the phone. This the time. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all in the house. Y'all can thug it out on the phone. Y'all can thug it out on Skype. And talk about everything.
That's super hilarious that you bring this up.
Go ahead.
Due to the fact that, I am not close to my sister at all. I can't say we don't see eye to eye on things.
Right.
I'm sure there's plenty of things we do see eye to eye on things. But we are very two different people in terms of how we react and interact to situations and just, yes.
But y'all can have common courtesy for each
My
other.
sister's been texting me, actually. That's what's ironic and hilarious about this whole thing. Just, my sister's not the type of person that she won't talk to you unless she needs something from you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, she won't reach out to me unless she needs something.
It's one of those.
Yeah.
I know.
So,
that's one of their family.
Right. But, she did reach out to me the other day. I've been texting a little bit for the last couple of days now. She needed something, but it was simple. She just needed it. She needed a question about unemployment. She knows I'm getting unemployment. Blah, blah, blah.
It makes sense. Why not go to a source?
Right. She just, trying to do the right thing for herself. So she got a question. So that was an easy thing to help out with, right? But yeah, it's kind of funny because we've been talking, like I said, for a couple of days now. So I'm not to say that the relationship will get better.
Right. Because whatever broken,
the pandemic, that relationship is going to be.
But my whole point, my point of conversation is that you got the time to work on it if you wanted to. Because I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer. Whatever broken can be fixed. Whatever shattered is done. If the situation ain't shattered, y'all can fix it. Is the situation shattered?
Yeah, I'd say.
Is it?
Yeah, probably. There's
okay. Well, it's shattered. Then let it wash away. Be done with. Be who y'all are to each other.
That's kind of how I live, like in terms of like that relationship. Like, I don't have a grudge about anything, regarding her, like whatever. She is who she is, and I know there's certain things that won't change.
Right. And
there's things that could change, but there are things that she's choosing not to change.
And you're like, you know what? I don't have to deal with that.
Exactly. So
you're good.
I don't, right? So I leave it as like water under the bridge.
Right. You just looking out for yourself. End of the day, you looking out for yourself and yours. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand.
I'm not sure she sees it that way.
She don't.
I don't.
They won't. You know why? Because she doesn't. She's not looking at the bigger picture. You looking at the bigger picture. See, it's a difference. People look at bigger pictures, and people just see see half of the picture. Right. You looking at the bigger picture. So of course they're not gonna see it your way. Because they say that you thinking you doing too much or you thinking too far about it. No, that's the point. You're supposed to. It's my life. Why are you not doing that? That's what I tell people. Why are you not?
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, we got a little sidetracked there, but yeah, it's good.
Ain't no sidetrack.
What you're bringing up is a good point, though. There's
absolutely
things people can work on, like individually. There's things that people can work on together. I would tell you this, man. As you know, like you and I travel a lot for work on a daily basis, and like being home with my wife right now has been the best thing. Like it's something that having that time with her, even if we're not doing the same thing.
Absolutely not. Right.
Like she might be downstairs. Well, right now she'll sit downstairs watching TV while you and I are doing our thing.
Yeah, that's what she doing with my wife.
I'm home with her is something that I knew I needed, but I didn't know how much I needed it until I had it. You know what I mean? So
you didn't know how much you enjoyed it.
Right. So,
yeah, me too, man. Like I love being home. All right, man. She real cool, and I really realized I really get on her nerves. Like you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? That love getting on your nerves. Like I really get on her nerves. I really see myself in this month. Like, okay, cause some shit, some shit we do, they don't say nothing, right? Am I right?
Sure. Absolutely.
Absolutely right? But now I'm home now. So what if I do it? I can't run away from it. You know what I mean? Because I'm always gone. You really just can't have shit to talk about it. Now you can sit and talk about it. You know what I mean? I found out that I don't know about moderation.
And what?
Food.
I'm not your therapist, but let's
in food.
Let's dive into that.
In food, I don't know one thing about moderation when it comes to food in the house. I eat up every damn thing here, man.
Actually, okay, let's get into this a little bit though.
Mm-hmm.
I think though part of this is because of the pandemic though as well. And there's a lot of great, again, this can be a lighter subject as it is, not that it's not, but there's a lot of
let this thing flow, baby. Let it flow.
There's a lot of memes out there of like people taking pictures of their fridges and making funny comments about how people are just going to the fridge because they're bored.
I do that. That's what I do.
But that might be some of what you're experiencing though. Like,
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. I mean, but is that... I don't think you're struggling with moderation. You're struggling with boredom.
Right.
Would you, if you were a busy guy and it was a normal day, would you be hitting the fridge fucking 15 times a day? Probably not.
No, because I don't want to be here.
Right, but that's again, I don't think it's a moderation.
Even when I'm in even when he's in town, I just be like, you know how I go.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, I'm putting on some weight. Absolutely.
You too?
Oh yeah.
Say when you see me in person, you see me at work, bro, I'm be swole. I'm be swole.
I'm a little nervous going back to work.
I'll be swole. No. I'm gonna make people nervous when I go back to work because I'm gonna make people. Okay, I'm gonna be swole. They're gonna be like, damn.
Yeah, I know. I need to, I need to maybe do some home workouts or something like that. But don't eat shit.
Do 100 push-ups. Do 100 push-ups and do 100 sit-ups a day, starting tomorrow.
I should. And I could break, and people might think, oh my God, I can't do
You can break them down.
Great. 50 in the morning, 50 in the evening.
You can break them down. Do it. And I swear, man, you be cock diesel.
Let's do it.
You be cock diesel, man. You be walking around with you be walking around the office with no sleeves, man, just cause.
You and I are we're gonna hold ourselves accountable for this shit, and we're gonna start this shit.
Oh, 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups a day starting tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
Starting tomorrow. Cause I got all your contacts. I got your man. I got your. I can FaceTime you. I can do this. I can take you 2 times. I can Skype you. I got all your contacts. You can't run away from this.
Let's do it, man.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. But that's what I mean, man. It's a great example, man. You could turn this shit into. Literally, you could turn this shit.
That's what I'm saying. And that's bettering yourself. Has not bettering yourself.
Oh, it is, man.
You know what I mean? Like today, me, my daughter, and my wife, we took a walk around the neighborhood and the park. My little girl, she was running around and stuff, and you know what I mean. So we took a walk like that. We took a walk. You know what I mean? Like a 2-mile walk, just walking around and stuff. Just you know what I mean? That's what we, you know what I mean? Just trying to and we told and I told them, I said, this is what we're gonna do every day. We're gonna go outside. We're gonna walk every day. You know what I mean? Just walk around and just,
Yeah, if the weather's not, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
The map was.
The weather was 73 today. Yeah, the weather was 73. So it was a good day.
I've been taking my dogs for a walk. It's been nice, you know.
Yeah.
It's been real nice, but man, I want to take a second just to like draw the attention to this one webpage about, you know, we talked a little bit already about creditable information and sites.
Mm-hmm.
We could figure out a way to share this to viewers or something, but there's a website you can Google, like it's from Johns Hopkins University in medicine, very prestigious, you know, school.
Sure.
They're producing maps. If you just Google, you know, Johns Hopkins COVID-19 map or whatever, I'm sure it will pop up for you. I shared it in our link here that we're using in the chat.
Okay.
You should definitely take a look at it. I haven't looked at this site in a while. I used to reference it daily before it was like really happening here in the United States. And so I'm on it now, and it is updated tremendously, and in incredible ways. It used to be you could just kind of like zoom in on a certain area, you know, in China or the United States, and it would tell you like, oh, the Texas confirmed cases or like confirmed deaths, right? Mm-hmm. Now this map, it's so amazing. It has it not only does it have a worldwide map on it, you can break it down to U.S. based alone, North America based alone. Click on the link if anybody's you know, listening and following us on this link here, or this website. You can look, now mine's being a little, there it is, loading a little slow. You can go to the specific county in this now, which I think is absolutely incredible. And I want to, you know, give some good, again, factual information. I am nobody, but this website is something.
You're somebody looking at a something website.
Right. For the viewers, so they have factual knowledge. This is really crazy. This website, I'm telling you, if you have not seen it, you have to look at it, especially now. It's got so much stuff. It even has a critical trends page to it. Mm-hmm. We'll start with that a little bit here, and then we'll get specific to our area. But it's telling you, like, if you go to the critical trends part of it, it's telling you, like, where the cases are increasing, where the cumulative cases are over time. Mm-hmm. There's some daily, it's breaking this trend. The trends is telling me, like, where the most increased cases are per day. Mm-hmm. Everywhere. Absolutely incredible. Really good information. I think this is what people have been looking for a while now. But we'll dive in here. We'll pick, you know, maybe 5 or so like major cities that you and I would travel to on a normal basis, and we would get some info. Starting with the hometown, Dallas County. I'm going to open this up. This is, I'm so excited. I don't know if I'm so excited about this because I'm telling you, this is the information that this website totally needed. Dallas County right now, so excited. Sorry, 2,066 confirmed cases.
Wow.
We have an unfortunate, 50 cases of deaths. It's a little bit unfortunate. We have 158,000, just over, almost 159,000 people tested, and for the disease. The actual total population of Dallas is 2.6 million. So, that's a low amount of people have actually been tested. Now, it does not say where these testings are coming from. If I had to guess, it's probably testings from hospitals.
Right.
I think there's that drive-through testing center by the American Airlines Center. Mm-hmm. I can't imagine that's including that number. I'm not sure though. It doesn't say. This totally breaks it down. This is what I love that is so shocking to this whole situation. So we're talking 2,000 confirmed cases, almost 2,100 confirmed cases. How many ICU beds do you think Dallas County has in the hospitals?
Maybe about 200-300.
All right, 755 ICU beds.
That was low. Damn.
For 2.6 million people.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. You're absolutely right. This is and this is like what I think is recently becoming on the news. Like, there's not enough respirators. There's not enough, breathing machines and all that kind of stuff that like we don't have. Right?
Can somebody just make that? I mean, somebody can just make that shit and just you know what I'm saying? Just do it on GP. Just do it out of love. You know, for real though.
We'll get there after we do our top 5 major cities. But I read an article the other day about, and we'll dive into it a little bit more. That Tesla is using their car technology to build respirators and stuff like that. So
I mean, how long is this gonna take? I mean, all this science stuff, just build one. I mean, if he can build if a person can build a Tesla, they can build a respirator. Just build it and put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Just make it simple. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you think so, if somebody can build a Tesla, when you think he knows to build a respirator, or unless he knows somebody who know how to. I mean, you know what I mean? And just build it and put it out there.
Right. He's paying, and again, we'll get into this a little bit.
Like, it's too many hands in the pot to just make something.
He's paying his people. He's paying his employees to create these ventilators.
But I feel like they're going around circles and then make the jump. And I think they can just go straight forward. I think too many hands in the pot. You know how I go? Like, they want to make something out of something so they can look good, and then they'll put it out for the people instead of just putting it out for the people and then look good.
Regardless of what they're making, all it like no matter who's making it, if you're talking machinery that can save somebody's life, like that's all going to have to get approved by, FDA.
I understand that, but if all that part, even with all that, make it fast so it can get approved and stuff and get out to the people fast. Let's not do your pony dance. Like, they shouldn't even, they're like, don't do your pony and dance and then put it out there. Because they take time for the pony and dance. You know what I mean? Just put it out there. You ain't got to tell us. You ain't even got to tell people that you're doing it. Just do it. You know what I mean? Just do it just for the world.
Right. Well, and I think people are. And again, we'll go into this because I might change your mindset about what Tesla's doing and how they're doing it with all that kind of stuff. So let's see here. So we looked at Dallas, our hometown, trying to figure this stuff out. I want to look at Los Angeles. Let's look at Los Angeles. Yeah. You've obviously been to LA for work.
So many times.
So many times. It's already fucking crowded.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous, really. Absolutely crazy. So right now they're looking at. They're looking at 27,000 total confirmed people.
And see
I'm sorry. That's the state of California. My bad. LA specifically, LA County is looking at 10,000, almost 11,000 confirmed cases. We're gonna play this guessing game on the top 5.
Okay. See, my question.
Okay.
But I got a question for you though.
Yeah.
My question for you. Okay, if they worried about, trying to bring the countdown in California, because we are trying to bring the countdown in our counties and our situation and our whatever. So my thing is, it's so many homeless in California. What they doing with the homeless? So if they doing a shutdown, if they really doing a shutdown, is the homeless still outside? Because if the homeless still outside, you're not helping the situation. What are they doing with the homeless?
That's what I think part of what we'll go to this city next after we get through California or through Los Angeles. Seattle though. I mean Seattle
got the homeless. They sleep in the convention center.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I seen it.
I think, and I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm just a peon here, United States citizen. But I think that's how it got into jails. You know, there's
homeless people
cases that are popping up in the jail system now, and I think it's
because of homeless people.
You know, I think that's part of it. I can't positively say that, you know, it was a homeless person that brought it to the jail. It could have been a. It could have been a.
It could have been a worker.
It could have been no. Yeah, it could have been anybody.
It could have been a cook.
If the state or the county was maybe trying to do a good deed by taking these people off the streets to stop spreading it and put them in the jail, which obviously they can't do that without lawful cause.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
I mean, even, let's just say homeless shelters, right? There's homeless shelters out there that I'm sure are affected because somebody doesn't know that they have it and they bring it into the shelter for...
Shelter is a bad place to go. I understand somebody had to, but it's a bad place to go.
So, I mean, you know, again, it's a spreading, you know, it's a spreading thing. So I'm not sure that there's anything anybody can do about the homeless. I'm not sure that. So
it's not gonna get better. So how you think? So how? And realistically, how you expect it to get better? Because it's somebody always outside. And people and people walk by the homeless. People cough on the homeless. People spit on the homeless. You know what I'm saying? And they know. And what we doing right now. And still people still doing it.
No, you're right. I feel very fortunate, you know, like, and I feel for the people who are homeless, who don't have a roof over their head and a food, you know, a plate in front of them every day.
It's cold out. It's cold out there.
Yeah, it's cold out there, right? I think, and again, this doesn't deflect what homeless people are going through or living a life on, you know, on certain circumstances. That population is a lot smaller though than the rest of the United States or the state specifically or even the county specifically.
Okay, so what's your point on that? So where you swinging at?
If you take the majority of the population, which the majority of the population is not homeless, that's just common sense in itself.
Okay.
If you take the majority of the population and make them stay at home, hopefully they are, right?
Right.
We're staying at home. You have a smaller population who doesn't have a home to go to.
Mm-hmm.
So even if they do have it, you have a smaller percentage of people spreading it compared to a larger percentage of people who can spread it, even though we have a home to stay in.
I understand that. So baby, it's kind of like a die out system. They probably just die out. You know what I mean? Or what?
I'm not saying the homeless person would physically die, but it's possible that as crazy as it sounds, it is possible for somebody to obtain it and not seek medical attention and recover from it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it depends on your immune system and all that stuff. Obviously, a homeless person's immune system is probably not that good.
Mm-hmm.
They're not getting the nourishment and everything that they need.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure it is possible for a homeless person to overcome the disease.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it likely? I don't know those odds. You know, the odds are probably not in their favor, but it is possible, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That being said, again, I don't think that because a homeless person gets it that they will die from it. But I think that the disease, it's possible that somebody could overcome it, build the immunity, and not spread it, even though they are homeless. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's a good. I actually have not thought about that point. That's good that you brought that up because I'm not sure how. I would have to do some research. I'm curious to do some research on what people are, what counties or states are doing for the homeless.
Right.
What's happening.
So we seen it. We know what it is. We can't act like we don't know what it is. Me, you ain't seen it. We seen it with our own eyes.
Absolutely.
you're like Jesus.
Yeah.
You're like, so what, I'm like, so what? I mean, it's like, everybody, right? Everybody matters. Period. But everybody really matters now.
Oh, absolutely. I think this is a good point of like, we'll get your LA County here, but San Francisco is an example. The homeless population, or Seattle, when we get to Seattle, I'll pull up the stats. They actually do have not a homeless percentage, but a poverty percentage.
Yes.
It's a little different. I'll share the poverty percentages when we talk about these cities. Again, I get you have to include the homeless in that poverty. I would imagine in that percentage. But we'll see a difference. We'll do some little mental tax or ticks here about look at the cities, and if the poverty percentage is higher, we'll see how many cases. We'll look at a trend and see if there's more cases or not based off the cities and their poverty level. So now that we're sharing that, LA County, Los Angeles, California, 10 million total population. We're going to quiz you. Well, we're talking about 10,000 confirmed, an unfortunate 457 deaths. We're going to quiz you, like I said, on both of these, on all the cities that we're going to go through. How many ICU beds do you think they have?
I said 200. You said 735.
In Dallas, right? But Los Angeles, what's your guess?
What's my guess? Maybe like 1,000, 1,200.
Okay, 2,300.
Okay, I was low.
For
Still
a
low.
population of 10 million people.
Okay.
Still very, very, very low.
Very, very low.
Not enough, right? There's other beds. Let me clarify this. There's staffed beds and there's licensed beds as well in these hospitals. But there's more people with this disease that are having to be in the ICU, and there's not enough ICU beds. Basically, boiling down to the point that there are not enough ventilators, that go with these ICU beds to service these people.
Right.
Okay. Poverty percentage, though, for LA County is 14.2%. So, fairly high for Los Angeles, which obviously we know that going into it.
Mm-hmm.
But since we're going to compare here, so let's look at Seattle. Let's see what's going on here. Seattle is just on the cusp between two counties. Well, maybe not a lot. King, Washington, so we're going to do it. I'm really curious to know the percentage. Okay, not as much. There's less population. So, okay, here, factual information for everybody listening in. King County, where Seattle was at, almost 5,000 cases, 4,600 cases, 312 deaths in that county. Specifically, we're looking at a population of 2.2 million people. How many ICU? So, let me go back here. I think it's fairly similar. I forgot what I said. Fairly similar to Dallas. Come on. If I knew what I was doing or was more prepared. Okay, yes. So Dallas is 2.6 million people. Seattle's got 2.2. So fairly close in numbers, right?
Right.
And just to remind you, we had 755 ICU beds. What's your guesstimate for Seattle?
Maybe like about 4,500.
4,500? That's more than Los Angeles.
I know.
You think there's 4,500 ICU beds in Seattle?
Yeah, Seattle rich.
636.
Damn.
So less than Dallas. Now that we're, like I said, we're like 400,000 people short. comparison, which is kind of crazy, but surprisingly, the poverty level is a lot lower, at 9.2%. So, it's very interesting how these. I would think, like we were saying, like I was thinking that there would maybe be like a trend so far. We've done 3 cities. Maybe with a higher poverty level, there might be a bigger spread. That's what we're trying to figure out, right?
Right.
Not seeing that so far. We'll do a quick on Las Vegas, right? Las Vegas is shut the fuck down, right?
Right.
I'm gonna save the good one for the okay. Very, very similar to Dallas in terms of populations. I'm sorry, similar to Seattle. 2,500 cases and unfortunate 137 deaths. Population of 2.2 million. Poverty level is high there though. 14%. 14% poverty. That's what that gambling will do to you, bro.
Yeah, I know about it.
What's your guess on the ICU?
1,000?
A little less, 652.
Oh, really?
But when you're thinking about this, like this is what's so crazy to me. $2.2 million, or I'm sorry, 2.2 million people population, and you only have 652 beds, like ICU beds.
What they gonna do? Be sleep on the floor? What?
It's just nuts to think about.
Somebody like Home Depot or something should like build like beds build beds for the country and build beds for Lowe's or something, build beds for you know what I'm saying, for each city, because it's a Lowe's and a Home Depot in every city, so they should like build like beds for the hospitals and stuff like that for free, man.
Something.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand. Like everything don't gotta be about a profit. You know what I mean? Like it's okay. Like this is okay. This is okay.
I said we're gonna do 5 cities, but I'm gonna do 6 because I think we've got this next city is mind blowing. Okay. So this is the city of New Orleans. It's considered Orleans County. A population. I didn't realize that the county population was this low. Only 391,000. Not even a million people live. Not even a half a million people live, like in New Orleans. Like that county specifically.
Right.
5,800 people confirmed, which is a lot. And semis, small death toll. Still saddened, death toll, 302 people. Okay, this is what's shocking. Well, it is and it isn't. The number is shocking. If you don't know the area, again, you've been to New Orleans for work. Poverty is pretty high there. Obviously, a lot of effects from Katrina, like back in the day and all that stuff. 23.8% of the population is considered poverty there, which is very, very high. I'll give you the population again, 391,000. What's your ICU guess? What's your ICU bed guess?
Maybe about 400 beds.
A little bit lower. You're close. 269. I do know, within the last year or two, my wife's got some background. Grew up in Louisiana. They just built a new hospital down there a couple years ago. It's open. Beautiful facility, but still just fucking not enough. It's just not enough. I got 2 more on the list I want to touch. We're gonna do Orlando, Florida, because fucking spring breakers there did not do shit.
Right.
I should do Miami maybe, but we'll do Orlando. This is kind of where I grew up, so these numbers will be interesting to me. 1.3 million people in population. Total of 11, just over 1,100 deaths. Oh, I'm sorry, confirmed. Only a very small number of 21 deaths, and a poverty level of 15.6. So that's pretty high too. That's higher than Seattle and higher than Dallas. Kind of shocking to see that. 1.3 million. What's your ICU beds?
I don't know. Maybe like 400.
Very, very close, my friend. Very, very close. 350. You're starting to get like Price is Right numbers here.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, dog. I'm on it.
You are on it. That's so crazy. This is. I encourage any viewers to go look at this map again. It's just Google search Johns Hopkins, pandemic map or whatever. Probably. Last video I'm talking. We'll move on from this. New York, because this place is getting hit.
Yeah, everything's so smart. Everything's so cluttered. Everything's so together.
I think that's what people need to understand too. Is there's a larger population. People are literally on top of each other all day, every day in that city.
If you've never been to New York, Jesus. If you've never been to New York, you don't know what you know. That's why we're telling you.
Literally, concrete jungle. So we're looking at New York County, where Times Square is, all that great touristy spot stuff. A population of 1.6. They have 15,500 confirmed cases. Just in this county alone, New York, 927 deaths. And the highest poverty level we've, I think, talked about tonight. No, we had a 23. The second highest poverty we hit tonight, 15.6%. Very, very crazy. I have a lot of friends in New York who live in New York, entertainers and people on Broadway and all that kind of stuff. They can't do anything right. And they're living. Some people I've talked to are living in 400 square feet apartments and on the 13th floor of their apartment building, and their window only opens like 6 feet or 6 inches because windows are capped off so you can't jump out and commit suicide and all that kind of crazy stuff. They have no balcony, they can't do anything. Like you're confined to you and maybe your spouse to 400 or 500 square feet. It's absolutely insane. I feel for New York 100%. But we'll take your last guess. 1.6 million people. How many ICU cases do you think? And this is just this county. New York County. Right.
But 2,300.
Way off, my friend. Unfortunately. 944. It's so sad. This is so crazy. Like I'm excited but shocked and concerned looking at this map now. Like seeing this information. This is that type of people that I think it's good, reliable information, right? This is factual information that I think people should be looking at for multiple different reasons. One, it's the truth. Two, it's completely eye-opening. What certain areas and certain counties, like everything that people are going through, it's completely nuts. I mean, this is something that I'm glad this website has posted, because again, a month ago this map did not show any of that, and especially specifically per county. This is unbelievable information, and it's eye-opening. But I don't know, man. Like, what is your thoughts? Like, when you hear those numbers, does it scare you? Does it shock you? Does it
Yeah.
What is it? What is your feeling like? I know we quickly went through that stuff, and the listeners, it's a lot of numbers, blah blah blah. But
yeah, I mean, my feeling is like, what are we doing? What are we doing to get more beds? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do we need to do? Like, it's like, so how is there? I mean, how are people really getting treated? Because that's not really, I mean, cause that's part of proper care.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's cities like New Orleans and Chicago and New York, like they're using these massive convention centers to house more beds and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But, you know, that's all going to be, like we touched on a little bit earlier, it's all going to be government-approved situations. I mean, these beds just aren't like somebody brings their, you know, queen-size mattress and puts it in, you know, the convention center. You know, this is the National Guard and the Army and all these, you know, the Navy, all these United States resources that are being used for the right purposes, obviously, but it's all having to be government mandated.
Right.
Know? So it's taking time, which unfortunately at this point we don't have. You know what I mean? So yeah, people are unfortunately losing their lives because we don't have the right.
Right.
We have the right resources. We don't have enough of the right resources. That's what's happening. You know. So yeah, I mean there are like convention centers and stuff that are putting beds up, but again, it's not enough. It's still not enough.
Mm-hmm. What about our convention center?
Ours is, man, you're going to make me find this article. That's hold on. I don't want to, I did see a thing on the news. Something happened because they were talking about, the state was talking about using the Dallas Convention Center with beds, and then didn't get approved, or something happened. But they ended up like starting to set up beds in our convention center, even though I think our convention center was not approved to do so. I saw that 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago, that was happening. It was on the news because it was, you know, the governor of Texas, like, I get, you know, they make decisions about where where you can set up, you know, temporary health places or whatever. And I think there was other convention centers that maybe needed it more or something. Man, that's so crazy. I don't want to speak. We're talking about factual information here. I don't want to speak correct information, but yes, there was a, like I said, about a week and a half ago.
So would you? I mean, but it's like. I mean, what is it? I mean, it's kind of like, even for people who are home, and if they doing okay, it's like, can we do something? Are we doing enough?
Yeah, this is great, and there's a lot of things that people can do, you know.
Like what? Educate people.
You know, making masks, you know, there's a lot of people have already started doing that across the country. You know, making masks for the health workers. There's not a lot of things. I have a buddy that is making some sort of, not just a cloth mask, you know, but some sort of heavy duty kind of respirator type, or not respirator, but like a real heavy duty mask, like almost like a gas mask type of thing. He owns a 3D printer. He's got hooked up with a 3D printing company here in Dallas. He brought his 3D printer to their business, and they have like 30 plus, there may be 30 to 40 3D printers that are printing plastic parts for these like gas mask type things.
Right.
You know, so there's a lot of, you know, that's just one big example. Even a cloth mask, you know, there's information online of the proper way to make them and what you need, not kits, but the type of material and the elastic, like, you know, it tells you everything you need to make this stuff. But there's a lot of, you know, that's one thing people can do, which is huge. You know, there's a shortage. I wish somebody could figure out how to make toilet paper, because I'm gonna run out real quick.
Right.
But I'm trying to quickly read here on this article, skim through. not seeing it on here. I mean, it says it was going to talk about it. I should have been a little bit more prepared. I didn't even ask that, but yeah, man, there's, there was a big kind of interesting, like I said, I do remember the premise about being whether or not the facility did or didn't have the permission to set up beds or whatever, but kind of nuts. So we should talk about this Tesla stuff, man, because you were interested about that. So what, like you were asking or saying that maybe didn't think or that you were saying that stuff maybe in your eyes wasn't happening fast enough, like ventilators weren't being produced fast enough. Why do you believe that? Do you think it's because the government is holding things up, or do you think that people are trying to monopolize on making ventilators?
Monopolize.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do anything for free.
Sure. So I'm going to tell you about this article. I read it the other week. This article does not state. Would imagine that they probably are. It's hard to say if Tesla's making any money off of this or not, but they are using their current inventory that they have without using the other factories' resources, the parts they get from China or wherever they're coming from that are closed, right? They're using their current inventory stuff that they can even get here made in the United States to create ventilators, right? So they're taking their car batteries that they already have in stock and, they're installing these on these ventilators and handing them out to the hospitals. But I'm not 100% sure, not sure that they're making money off of it. But the fact that they're using pre-owned inventory, the inventory they already have.
They're pretty cool.
It's yeah. I mean, I think businesses and people are doing that. Like they're really trying to use what they have rather than spending money on resources to get it made.
That's true. Okay. I see. I see it. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, I'm not change your. Again, I'm not sure. I would guess if you're willing to use your own resources, you're probably not taking some sort of
game.
Right. But that's just my opinion. I mean,
no, you good.
I wouldn't. You know what I mean?
You changed my opinion.
His own 3D printer stuff is not making money off of that. If anything, he's spending money, to help make masks,
No, you changed my opinion. I appreciate that.
But I'm sure you're right, though. I'm sure there are maybe some people out there who are trying to, make a dollar out of a penny, I'm sure it's
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, just think, bro, if you were invested in Zoom right now financially, you'd be making a fucking killing.
I would.
I think I heard their stocks were like 85 cents for a stock, and they went up like over $185. That's an incredible hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True. That's true.
You'd be raking it in.
I stopped, man. It's like a lot of things be going on. If I had that going on, for real though, I ain't lying, man. We're gonna take a little 5-minute break. Take a little 5-minute, bio break and refreshing break, and we'll be back.
That's good.
Let's do it. Use it plan. Huh. Hey, we back. How y'all doing? We back, family, we back. Aaron, you good?
Oh man, I got another refill.
Okay. Hey, waiting long, did I? I did, didn't
You're fine, man. No worries. No worries, but
I? Right. I already know. Well, it's all good. So what, got your refill? What you drinking on?
just my normal whiskey with a splash of Dr. Pepper, so.
Right. Hey, man, that's your go-to every day?
Yeah, man, come 10 o'clock, 10 p.m., that's where I land,
Yeah. Okay. What type of guy are you? Are you a bar hopper, or are you just a lay back and chill type of guy?
Yeah, I'm definitely just a lay back and chill. My homie okay over there, bro?
Huh?
My homie okay over there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like lay back and chill, like I'm not like a big go out to the bar,
Yeah.
but it's all good.
All right. So you're a bar hopper.
No, I don't fucking bar out for shit, bro. Nah, I used to, but older you get, harder it is to do,
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Right on. I hear that.
What's your vibe, man?
Bar hopper.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
What kind of bar do you like to go to?
Everything.
Oh really? You
We're
go to
popping
a
it.
bar, you go to
Yep.
that's crazy, man.
You said what?
I said it's crazy, man. You go to like any spot, don't matter.
Oh, yeah. That's what I do. That's what I do, man. Me and you hang out at the bar.
If I go to a bar, man, it's gonna be like a good
Uh-huh.
dive bar,
Yeah. I do know.
I like them just fucking
Right.
grungy and cheap. You know what
Oh, yeah. Of course.
I mean? To me, that's the best way to do it.
Oh, yeah. So, you gamble?
I used to, man. I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but the first trip I ever did with work to Vegas,
Right.
I won like a good little bit of money. Like my first night there, I was like excited. I was like, man, I'm going to Vegas,
Right.
gambling, all this shit,
Uh-huh.
and I won, my first night or whatever, I won like $1,700, and ever since then, man, I just figured my luck kind of like run out,
Damn.
Like I've been too afraid to play since, because I figured, that was maybe like 5 years ago.
Right.
So I really haven't gambled since.
Okay.
But before that, like I wouldn't mind dropping like a $20-$40 something into the machine.
Right. That's your limit, though, huh?
I'm not. Probably $100, maybe be my limit.
Cool. Yeah. They got to come home with some money.
Right. you gotta try, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're giving yourself too good of odds if you're only bringing like $20, you know.
Nah, you gotta at least, yeah. And at least the drinks are free.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. So you know, at least the drinks are free.
hell yeah, man. But,
Man, it's all, it's all good. I mean, but yeah. So what you so you like DC?
not really.
What? Why? I love DC.
I think like maybe because I haven't had like people ask that to me all the time, like, oh, you travel for work, like what's your favorite place to go, right? It's like I break it down like two ways. I break it down in there's cities that I love to go to because of the environment.
Absolutely, of course.
Or the restaurants, you know, whatever, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other way I break it down is like it's a good place to work.
Right.
Maybe like the workers that we hire are better, you know, or something like that. But the city kind of sucks, right? DC is like one of those places for me where like, I think it's a good place to work. We have good, help there, labor companies and stuff that we use.
Yeah.
But I just don't like the area. But I honestly can say though too that like I don't think I've never been to DC with somebody who like knows where a lot of like good spots are to eat or like enjoy the area. Like I think every time I've been there, it's always just like convention center back to the hotel.
Oh, that's weak.
You know, I've been to like a couple of bars and stuff in the area around the convention center, but I still feel like I'm haven't found my like good shit there. You know.
Ah, man, I can show you around. Cause
I need it.
cause I talk to I always talk to the locals and stuff, and man, see what's going on, and man, you gotta go to the hood to go to the good places. Like it's one place in DC called Marvin's, and it's like it's just some of the best food, and it's like it's like dining at the bottom, and then it's like a club in the middle, and then it's like a club on the rooftop.
Yeah, that sounds pretty legit.
Man, it was cool, man. Like like places like that, you gotta go, man. So you gotta go to Chinatown. You gotta get some good Chinese food. And, you know what I mean? You gotta go.
That's one thing I have done. I mean, I had hit a good like, Chinese spot, Chinatown there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I just feel like I haven't really hit it. You know what I mean? It's crazy too because I was supposed to go there like I think 5 times this year for work.
Yeah.
What's for the mileage? It's good, But
yeah.
I was like 5 times to DC in 1 year. That's crazy.
Yeah, I did that. I did it 4 times 1 year.
So it's so hot, man.
I was over it.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like not looking forward to it. The only thing I was looking forward to was like the mileage behind it,
That's true too. Yeah. About the mileage though.
Oh, I know, man. But
man, I'm gonna suffer. I'm gonna suffer so much of mileage.
I'm like, I'm glad I already hit my status for next year. Because,
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very fortunate to have a client that goes to Hawaii every January. So, I mean, that's whatever, like a few thousand, I think it's like 6,000 or 7,000 miles, like round trip,
Oh yeah, I've been to Hawaii.
Yeah, it's a good, like that alone is a good stretch,
Yeah, it is. Back and forth.
That's like half the status for the year right there.
Yep. This is true. This is true.
Well, dang, man, we should maybe wrap it up and save it for
Yes.
next week,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Put it down. Yes, sir. We put it down. Thanks for the great show, man. It's been good. Everything's been great, and I think today was a great show. We touched on some things, and so I think we had a good show. So I thought we were gonna have a round of applause. What I mean? And I think we did good. I think the viewers gonna love it. They're gonna like it, and
Oh, yeah, man.
thank
I
you.
appreciate you having me back every week. And I'll do a little research. We'll probably talk about next week and
Okay,
something underway.
no problem. Gotcha. Over and out. Love y'all guys.